All hell broke loose at one of Bad Omens' performances this week in Australia. After fans have waited patiently to see one of the fastest rising bands in rock, this is one of every band's worst nightmares. I've seen up close just how seriously bands take safety at concerts. Obviously, they really want their fans to have a good time and, most importantly, go home safe. And how many times have we seen artists stop their shows, including Bad Omens, to make sure that fans are in the crowd? Sometimes you see the crowds pushing. Sometimes someone may have a medical emergency in the crowd. And again, we've talked time and time again here just how seriously they take that. And I know Bad Omens especially takes their concert safety very seriously. So this is an unfortunate situation. When the band was playing their breakout single, Just Pretend, an amazing song, some ceiling tiles that apparently were hard enough to injure some fans in the crowd fell down. Very scary, and also a worse nightmare situation as a concert goer. I know at times over the years when I'm at shows, I've looked up and wondered like, oh gosh, I hope whatever's above me is really secure. And for whatever reason with the venue, these ceiling tiles were not secured to the point where they could fall down on these unsuspecting fans below. And it happened so fast that Bad Omens wasn't able to see this. Of course, they're hyper-focused on their performance. And so, very unfortunate situation. This is what went down this week during their show in Melbourne. If you've been fortunate enough to catch a Bad Omens show, you know they go all out on their live production. Everything from the confetti cannons and more. They want to make sure they create an unforgettable show for the fans, and they definitely do. So unfortunately, during this performance, when they were singing their breakout single, Just Pretend, multiple ceiling tiles fell down on unsuspecting fans below, and they fell hard, unfortunately causing multiple injuries, including some fans who needed to be taken for medical evaluation. The situation unfolded at the end of the set, and as the concert goers looked on, they didn't expect that these hard objects would be falling down onto them. And for those of you regular concert goers, you understand that people close to the front are packed in, and likely some panic set in as these roof tiles fell down to the concert goers below. This is that scary moment when the ceiling tiles fell down. You can see there, it happened really fast and obviously fell very hard. I'm unsure of the exact weight of those tiles, but any way you look at it, just like if you throw a penny off of a building and it accelerates, it can cause some serious damage, which happened in this case, unfortunately. And according to a report from Wall of Sound that I've linked to, they spoke to a concert goer named Kate who detailed the scary experience. She said, "It was actually really bad. 2 girls got dragged out in front of me, one bleeding from her mouth and neck, the other from her knee. A bunch of people in the area were scrambling to get out." Now, Bad Omens returned to the same venue for a second night, and vocalist Noah Sebastian was obviously very upset and concerned about the fans in this situation, where he held a moment of silence for the crowd. You could tell that he was really worried about their safety. Some people thought he was joking, but this is what he had to say. He said, "A moment of silence for the victims of the ceiling panels. I said a moment of silence, not a joke, shut up. No, that was serious, for real, and I'm so glad everyone is okay. That was, first of all, I didn't see that happen, okay? I want to make that very clear. In the zone, doing my thing, was not expecting a ceiling tile to fall, but I'm glad everybody's okay. But I also heard they are all here tonight. Everyone that was hit by the ceiling tile. If you were, where are my tile guys at? Was that you? Who else? Don't start lying to get attention. You, are you okay? The news said someone was knocked unconscious. Is that true? That's true? Your friend? They're not here?" Wall of Sound then received a statement from the Festival Hall spokesperson. The venue said, "Thank you to our on-site first aid team who responded quickly. We have conducted an immediate review of the special effects vendor and additional safety checks before tonight's show." And according to Wall of Sound, they say the venue denies that anyone actually lost consciousness during the ordeal. They referred to an ambulance report, and they shared these images of the scary aftermath from the venue where parts of the ceiling, numerous parts of the ceiling, literally fell down onto the crowd below. A concert goer named Sky told them, "I got a small scratch up my arm, but the girl behind me suffered a huge head injury. I was watching the show to the left of the stage when the confetti cannons went off. I felt something hard hit, but thought it may have been the cap from the cannon, shrugged it off until people a row or two back started yelling for help, and security We all made room for them to jump over the barrier, as this was maybe 3 rows from the barricade. When I turned around to see what was happening, there was a girl on the ground, clearly dazed, with blood running down her face. They had trouble getting her up, as I'm not sure if she was passed out. Medics jumped in and escorted her out of the pit. The band had walked off stage at this point. Now, to me, I don't see how this has much to do with Bad Omens. When you look at that ceiling, and the claim is that when the confetti cannons went off, it caused the ceiling tile to actually fall. I mean, it looks like the straight up ceiling comes down and ends up hitting the concert goers below. It seems like, the structure there, something may have been off. I don't know. I'm sure that the venue is going to take this very seriously, as they mentioned in their statement. But the bottom line is this: nobody, whether it's the concert venue or the band, ever wants there to be a safety issue, and I'm sure they're going to do whatever it takes to fix it. And Bad Omens, they had, it sounds like, almost all of the people who were hit by the tile back at the show the following night, which, shows the courage and strength of those fans who were injured, and obviously what Bad Omens means to them. One hell of a production. And also, you had Noah giving a little tease of some new music being on the way from Bad Omens. Here's what he had to say to the crowd.
This is kind of our victory lap, our redemption run for that shit. We are Bad Omens. You guys want to hear a new song? We're not playing a new song. It's coming though. Thank you all so much for being here.
So new music is on the way from Bad Omens. Definitely something to be excited about, and wishing those fans a speedy recovery after such a scary situation. I'm sure they're going to be looking up at future shows. That is just an unfortunate thing to go through. Anyways, that's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.